Welcome to episode 2 of Bust Up the Silence. My name's Jay. I'm with my co-host, Christine Rivera, my wife. We're just going to dive right into it. Episode 1 was a little bit of an intro, a little bit of a tease of what this podcast was going to bring. Episode 2 is talking about how me and Christine started right before the military, the reason we joined, and why you should or shouldn't join. We're not recruiters, so we're not going to fucking lie to you.
Absolutely.
Do you want to go ahead and start with...
Yeah, so I'll give my background first. So this is kind of where I was at. I love how you interrupt me already. I'm going to start with my background. And basically, I joined the Marine Corps right out of high school. And I think that's about 90% of the military is right out of high school. So that's majority of the people that you're going to find whenever you do join the military. It's going to be people that are 17, 18, 19. No life experience, just high school.
Man, lost.
So I had never heard of the Marine Corps prior to talking to a recruiter. I have no military knowledge prior to joining. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. My friend was the one that convinced me to even talk to a recruiter at school one day because they were having a career fair. And my whole goal, growing up, I was like, I'm going to go to college. I grew up poor, so I'm like, I have to go to college, get a degree, make money, live my life, and that was that. So I was going to go to engineering, chemical engineering, because that's probably the best paying job for a 4-year degree. So I was going to go to Missouri Science and Technology, which was a really good college. I was already accepted, everything, but there's a big problem. I was broke.
Yeah.
Yes. So I ended up talking to the recruiter, and he might have been very convincing. So that's my background, but I'll give you yours.
We'll go ahead and start. So unlike Christine, there's a lot of differences in our stories. My father was a real Marine, deployed to Iraq when there was a giant conflict over there. And if that upsets you or pisses you off, it should. And I did not join the Marine Corps right out of college, or I didn't go talk to a recruiter right out of high school. I actually tried the college scene out. I'm not going to get into huge details on that. Not the best time. Went to college for administration of justice, and I actually didn't join the military right out of high school because of a girl. As most people would do in high school, I was really caught up on this girl, and it didn't.
Typical dude.
Yeah, it just didn't work out. She threatened to leave me because I was going to the military. So, I kind of behind her back was talking to the Air Force. Yeah, I know.
Disappoint your dad.
Try not to gag, But, I was talking to the Air Force, and when I was talking to this Air Force recruiter, he was telling me that it was freaking 2 years before I could even get into boot camp, whatever they call it, their basic training. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I gotta leave now. It wasn't going great. I was, hopping on bad things, alcohol, drugs. I was working at McDonald's at the time, which was not freaking great.
But you were a manager, so he was.
I was a department manager at McDonald's. If a lot of people, a lot of people don't know that. Not even my closest friends, they don't know that I was a freaking department manager. I wore a suit and went from McDonald's to McDonald's. Making a pretty decent amount of money. I was on a salary, but I ended up screwing that up. That's for later. But I ended up screwing that up.
What do you mean later?
Oh, you want me to talk about it now?
Yeah, talk about it now.
So
it's a part of the story.
I worked at a McDonald's. So I started off as a regular employee at McDonald's. Here in Buckeye, Arizona. Mm-hmm. And then since I was doing the whole college thing, they thought I was freaking smart. They thought.
You are, but
they messed up.
Decisions.
And they promoted me to trainer. From trainer, I think I spent 3 months as a trainer. Mm-hmm. And then I got promoted to a manager, a shift manager. And I managed, the store on their regular, I think it was the midnight to morning. Midnight to morning. So I'd come in at 11 p.m. and get off at 6 a.m. And then I did good there and got promoted to department manager. And a department manager, in a nutshell, is...
You don't have to get into that.
Yeah, anyways.
Why'd you get fired?
I got fired from McDonald's because I was pouring liquor into their... So at the time, McDonald's was selling styrofoam cups. There's probably a reason why they stopped using those cups and now they use clear
It's
cups.
probably you, yeah.
Yeah, but they were using styrofoam cups and I poured liquor. I was pouring Jack Daniels. A typical freaking, like, high school,
That's like
college
Like, that's what happens.
time frame, yeah.
Sometimes when you give people, like, leadership roles really early, and then they just
That's
get
where the
way too
stress comes
stressed.
from.
Absolutely.
But I was pouring freaking brown liquor into my styrofoam cup. It was Jack Daniels, like some freaking rookie. I would never drink that now, but like some rookie. But I was crushing up, and I don't even know if we're supposed to talk about this.
You have to go that deep.
Yeah,
but
I was
anyway.
crushing up some stuff and mixing it with the liquor. Well, I ended up freaking passing out in the kitchen of McDonald's, and like I busted my face, like I'm pretty sure my mom's watching this, but she knows, like I came home with a gash on my chin, just blood everywhere, and it was just not a good scene. College was really stressful.
Anyways, he got caught. He got fired.
Yeah, I got caught. I got fired. So I
No money. Marine Corps time.
Shit away a nice salary, pretty nice salary. So I was kind of cornered, and so I went to go talk to a Marine Corps recruiter. My dad was like, "Hey, go talk to a Marine Corps recruiter. Try it out." And I was like, "All right, whatever." I went to the mall, and I went to go talk to a Marine Corps recruiter. What's funny was this recruiter did not look like a Marine, but anyways, I went to go talk to this Marine Corps recruiter. And this guy, I took the ASVAB, did great. This guy told me a month to ship out. And I was like, oh, I'm down. Like, this is it. Like, this is what's going to get me out of this funk. And long story short, this other freaking a pulley is someone who's going to join the Marine Corps or who is in the delayed entry program.
Yeah.
This pulley broke his leg.
Yeah.
And so I shipped out like in a week.
Yeah, which can definitely happen. So that's the big difference. So since he's coming not out of high school, you can go kind of whenever they have an opening.
Yeah.
But I had a very set date for a long time because they knew when I was going to graduate. They already had it set up. Like, I think I graduated high school end of May and I shipped out middle of June.
How old were you?
I was 18
so
at the time. Yeah, so I was already 18.
Freaking child.
Yeah, so I went in right after, which honestly, the big reason that I joined was to pay for college, because if you didn't know, when you go into the military, you get 36 months paid for.
Okay, recruiter.
Yeah. No, but that's why I joined. Because I was like, oh, sweet, I can get college paid for. I can't afford college. I don't want to go into debt because I saw my family go into debt my entire life trying to pay for stuff. And I was like, I never want to go into debt. And debt still terrifies me from growing up and like seeing what it can do.
Oh, yeah.
So now I'm getting paid to go to school, which was the main goal. But, you know, later on the big question is why the Marine Corps?
Yeah,
I think. Because the Marine Corps is the hardest branch. And that's where, like...
debatable to some people, but there really is no debate. There really is no debate.
There's no debate.
It's shit. It is ass.
It is the hardest branch, but you get the most pride out of being in it. Because you know it's the hardest.
And I know for a fact my friends are going to watch this and be like, this guy talked down on the Marine Corps at the time. But, you know, I'm all grown up now. So... Yeah,
what you say in the Marine Corps, like... Anybody that talks bad about the Marine Corps as soon as they get out, they're the most patriotic person you'll ever meet.
Oh, that's a fact.
And every, Marine Corps birthday, they're going to post, like, their freaking dress blue pigs and everything. Like, that's just the way it is. Right. It sucks when you're in the moment, and then it's great after you leave. That's anything, I think.
So you said you joined the Marine Corps because of school, right?
Yeah, school mostly. I specifically joined the Marine Corps because I wanted to be a badass. That was pretty much it. And, like, when I heard that there was no females... in the Marine Corps, it's like 1% of the entire population. I was like, I've always been a tomboyish kind of individual.
Oh, you guys should have seen what I meant.
And if you ever saw me in the military, like, they called me the cutest little boy for a reason. I had short hair. I was fucking yoked. I look like an animal. I would look like this. I was a fucking gorilla.
Don't even listen to her.
Anyway, so what was obviously your big reason for joining is pretty out in the open.
Yeah, there's two main reasons why I joined the Marine Corps. Why I joined the Marine Corps. My dad, obviously, a lot of people might look down on other people for being like, I want to join because I want to make my pops proud. I want to make my parents proud. And that's exactly why. I don't see the problem with that. I wanted to make my dad proud, and I wanted to make my mom proud because all they ever saw was this freaking young kid coming home drunk and high. Like, that's not cool, bro. And the second reason was in high school. High school was a really tough time for me. I was like 99.9 pounds soaking wet. Had this like nappy ass head, and just I wore like extra large t-shirts for no apparent reason, and I thought I was like Lil Wayne or some shit. Like it was actually like embarrassing. And I think what hurt the most during high school was like when I was dating this girl in high school, and like she did whatever she felt like doing, and I never stopped her. And like whenever someone would talk down on me, I just never said anything.
So you joined to like become a man?
I joined so that I could talk shit.
Oh man.
And like I could that's facts. Like I wanted to be that guy.
Yeah. Because whenever you join the military, especially the Marine Corps, and you come back home, they're like, "Oh shit, it's the Marine back."
Some people will talk down and be like, "Oh, who do you think you are now?" Like, no, man. Like, I wanted to gain confidence because my whole time in high school I had zero freaking confidence. Like, it was tough for me to show up to school. You know how hard that is?
And like, now you're hands down probably one of the most confident people I ever know.
You too. But yeah, like, I don't care what anybody says. Like, if you go to boot camp, and I'm talking about Marine Corps boot camp, I'm not a freaking airman, I'm not a sailor. You go to Marine Corps boot camp, you come back home, I don't care who you are, you have the biggest you-know-what of anyone that you graduated with from high school. Yeah. I don't care. There's people that I went to school with who have a freaking engineering degree, who have this, who have that, and
they're still a nerd.
Not gonna lie to you, they're still a nerd, and they're still broke. Yeah. So I don't want to freaking hear it. Like, college does some things for you.
Yeah.
But not like how the Marine Corps did for me.
Yeah.
Like, I came home, that same girl, I don't know what she's doing now. I really don't. But that same girl, when I got home, saw me in a different light and spoke to me a completely different way because of what I just went through. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I think as a man, that's especially important, like going to boot camp and gaining confidence. Because as you said, females obviously look at you very different. That's why a lot of people join. They're like, I want the uniforms and get girls and stuff like that. And that is true. There's a stereotype about the Marine Corps for a reason, because you do look better coming out with a uniform, new level of confidence and everything. No joke. So I think the biggest reason other people should join, and maybe if you're thinking about the military and you're a little bit on edge, you're like, I'm not sure if this is right for me. There's two big things. Number one, you have nothing going on in your future. You have zero plan.
You're broke.
Yeah, you're broke. You're like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I have no idea what I want to do. I've been trying to figure it out for 18 years now, and I still don't know. It is a good starting point for you to figure out the rest of your life, because you're going to get a paycheck. You're going to get a bunch of skills. You could come out with job skills that you can literally go into the civilian world and get a job. And then number two, if you can't afford college. I think those are two big reasons. Don't take out a bunch of loans. Well, I mean, maybe now student loan debt getting forgiven. Woo.
Yeah.
Maybe. But I wouldn't count on your entire debt getting forgiven.
Nah, I mean, I had a bunch of student loan debt, and I joined the Marine Corps, and they were able to help me out with whatever I had going on, because it wasn't looking pretty. But
that's something a lot of people don't know, though. If you're in college right now and you can't afford it and you can't afford to finish, if you join the military, they forgive what student loans you already have completely.
Yeah, there's this little piece of paper I mean, it's not just a piece of paper, but this
It's
piece
a
of paper
process.
can get you started, yeah. And what's funny is, I didn't know that till like 3 years into my freaking Marine Corps career. I got to Okinawa.
Yeah, you gotta get the right leadership.
My supply officer, my captain, I just gave a little hint of what my job is in the Marine Corps. But yeah, my captain helped me out with that. But yeah, I agree with Christine. A lot of the reason why you should join is because of school. If you've got not shit going on, and if you're just like feeling wimpy, well, just join. And I'm not saying join other branches. Like, in my opinion, other branches won't give you what the Marine Corps can give you as far as confidence. Like, you'll get beat down so bad to the point where you're like, holy shit, like, it can't get any worse. And you come out feeling like you've got the biggest you've ever seen.
Yeah, I think you bring up a good point. Like, you're not gonna get out of other branches what you get out of the Marine Corps, but also you have to like think about who you are as a person. And if you like to skate through life and do the bare minimum, I would not join. I would go join the Army, most likely, or I don't know what the Navy does, to be honest. If you want to go like in the medical field, I'd join the Navy for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Oh,
yeah, go be a corpsman.
Yeah, like that's a good idea. Like,
yeah.
As far as like,
if you're smart, do Air Force.
Oh, you can go. Yeah. Yeah. If I would have, damn, this is gonna sound bad, but if I would have gone back and been patient, I would have gone Air Force. But
absolutely,
I'm glad things happened the way they did because I went Marine Corps. But yeah, if I would have been patient, would have gone Air Force, I probably would have fucking.
I don't think so.
Looked beautiful right now.
I think you still.
But now I look. I mean, I'm 27, but I look like I'm freaking 32.
Whatever. Get out of here.
But yeah, that's
yeah,
a little bit of a background on both of us.
Yeah, I think that's it for this episode.
Yeah.
So the next one, we're going to talk about boot camp, our experiences, how to get through it in a better way. Because there is secrets to getting through boot camp.
Oh, absolutely.
To make it a lot easier on you.
Yeah.
If you're going to go, if you plan on going in the future, or just want to know about it, or just know our experiences in general, you can stay tuned for episode 3.
Yeah, and I'm sure you will stay tuned for episode 3.
Exactly.
I don't think you have a choice. You know what I mean?
Like, comment, subscribe, share this video to all your friends. We'll see you in the next one.
Goodbye. Bust Up the Silent Podcast.